Hey everybody, today we're going to be working on dot plots. So your I can statement is, I can use dot plots to answer questions in problem situations. So the dot plot below shows the number of times that several families dine out. So here's our dot plot, which can also be considered a line graph. Its title is the number of times families dine out. You can see that there's one family that dines out 0 times, 2 that dines out 1 time, 2 times, 1 3 times, 4 4 times, 1 5 times, and 1 8 times. All right, so let's get started. So it says, how many more families dine out 4 or less times per week? Okay, so we want 4 or less, so that includes 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so 10 families dine out 4 or less times per week. Then families that dine out more than 4 times per week. So more than 4 is excluding 4, because 4 would be equal to 4. It's more than 4. So there's 1, 2. So 1, 2. So we got 2 here. How many more families? How many more families? So that means we're going to do subtraction. All right, the word more wants us to subtract. All right, so 10 minus 2 is 8. So 8 families dine out 4 or less times per week than families that dine out more than 4 times per week. That's a lot of writing, so I'm just going to let that one go. But it's 8 families. That's your comparison. All right, number 2, if 60 families surveyed, okay, so 60 is important. We're talking about families surveyed, so that is a total. Okay, predict how many families will dine out 0 to 3 times per week. Okay, 0 to 3 times. So it includes 0 all the way to 3. So let's count how many that is. So I'm going to cover this up and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 families out of, oh, we got to do a total here, but it's not 60 families. That's what you need to understand. There are 6 families from 0 to 3. How many families were surveyed? I don't know. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Equals 12 families surveyed. Okay? And that is also a total. So 6 out of 12. Predict how many families will dine out 0 to 3 times per week if 60 families total were surveyed. So when we're doing this, we're comparing 0 to 3 out of the total. So it's almost like we're creating ourselves a little one chart or a proportion, either way you think about it. So if this is a total down here at 12, then 60 is also a total. I'm going to put 60 down here at the bottom as well. Now all you got to do is solve for x, the missing piece. Well, if you know your multiplication facts, then you know that 12 times 5 equals 60. And therefore, whatever you do at the bottom, you do to the top. 6 times 5 equals 30. So, families, it says predict how many families? Well, my prediction is 30 families will dine 0 to 3 times per week. All right. Now, let's take a look at another problem that's very similar. If 48 families are surveyed, oh, there's another total. Predict how many families will dine out 4 times per week. So we want 4. So let's go up to our graph and write, oh, look at that. There's 4 of them out of 12. So 4 out of the total, okay, which is 4 out of 12 equals total 48. Solve for x. Well, scale factor 12 times 4 is 48. So 4 times 4 is 16. So the answer here is 16 families will dine out 4 times per week. All right, number 4. What fraction of the number of families dine out, oops, got the E, more than 2 times per week? Okay, so it wants more than 2, okay? So does that include 2? It says more than 2. 2 is equal to 2, so we're going to exclude 2. So we're going to count from here on over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 out of our total of 12 families. It says what fraction? Oh wait, look, we did it. That's done. That's all you gotta do. All right, then we say on the next number 5, what percentage? So we're looking for a percent of families dine out 2 to 3 times per week. Okay, so we want 2 to 3, so that includes 2 to 3. So we're gonna cover these up, count that, 1, 2, 3, out of total of 12, and we need to change that to a percent. One way that you can do this to make it a little bit easier is you can simplify the fraction. So I know that 12 is divisible by 3, and so is 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, 12 divided by 3 is 4, that's 1/4. For those of you that already know, 1/4 is equal to 25%. Another way that you could do that is you could do your division. And you'd get your 25/100ths, multiply by 100, and you get 25% that way. You could also do an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100, and that would also get you your 25%. Okay, so really quickly, there are a few more things that I want to make sure you guys understand. So we're going to look at a second example. The dot plot shows the number of hours Matthew worked each week for the past 3 months. Okay, assume this is 12 weeks because what they're doing down here is talking about weeks. So we want to convert this to each dot represents the number of hours worked. So 6 hours worked, 8 hours worked, 10, 11, 12. Each dot represents the number of hours worked in a week. What fraction of the total numbers did Matthew work 15 or more hours? Okay, so it says 15 or more, so that includes 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, ooh, messed up. 15 or more, so that was 5. How many total was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh wait, I could have just used that. So that is our total up there, 12 weeks. And 5 is a prime number. 12 is not divisible by 5, so that's its final answer. If Matthew works 48 weeks, predict how many weeks he would work from 10 to 12 hours. So 10 to 12. 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 12. Okay, so this is 10 to 12 hours out of the total. Matthew works 48 weeks. That would be another total. Remember, 12 weeks, 48 weeks. Okay, 12 times what is 48? 12 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So the answer is 16 weeks. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and skip number 11, and we're going to come down here to number 12. What is the percentage of weekly hours that represents 15 hours worked? 15, right here. 1, 2, 3 out of 12. Same situation, 3 out of 12. Simplifies. And we get 1/4. Oh, look at that. That's the same one that we had before. Another way that you could do it, put it out of 100. 4 times what is 100? Well, if you remember your quarters, there are 4 quarters in a dollar, so therefore 4 times 25 is 100, and 1 times 25 is 25, so that makes 25%. So that's just a whole nother way of changing a fraction to a percent. All right, guys, hopefully this helped you. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.